Played a bit, and what I have played so far is that they went on the thing with Sarah instead of Rina, and now we continue. There must be a reason why Rina refused to join us today, and that bothers me. Hey Karen, what's with that gloomy look? That soup blight thing. Didn't the old woman say something about staying out the sun? Oh yeah, I guess a mainlander like you wouldn't know. I guess a mainlander like you wouldn't know. True. Wait, I don't come from the mainland, I'm from the future. Same difference. They're totally different. They're exactly the same thing. There ain't no future for this hateful shithole of an island. Yikes. There's a real measure of spite behind her words. Karen claims that there's no future. I'm insistent that it's where I came from. She's worked her butt off to leave the island. I'm doing all I can to stay here. When you think about it, there are lots of reasons for her to hate me and all I stand for. Would you mind if I spoke briefly on a different subject? Corn. Sarah catches up to us, having finished her cob corn. We're in the middle of a serious conversation here. You were talking about soup blight syndrome, weren't you? I fall silent when I see the cold look in her eyes. So, yeah, they basically went to see the old grandma back. The old grandma that runs the Ryugu store. It was like an outdoor shop. And basically they just saw the old grandma recognized Setsuna, but she was tripping out. So it wasn't her. This girl just got corn. They just, I don't know, man. It wasn't even that important. Like, it's just small talk a lot. Anyways, we'll continue. On the mainland, there's a crop disease called leaf blight. It affects the outer leaves of the corn plant. First, gray lesions start appearing, and then eventually the leaves turn black and wither away completely. Okay. She's strangely knowledgeable about corn disease, and it doesn't seem to be because she simply likes the stuff so much. The term soup blight syndrome is thought to derive from leaf blight. People who visited Urashima from the mainland come to fear the diseased islanders, who looked at them like withered plants. That's how they came up with the name. Like withered plants. Small gray spots on the skin are the first symptom of soup blight syndrome. The rate at which it progresses differs from person to person, but the lesions eventually grow bigger and merge, ultimately covering the entire skin. Ew, that's disgusting. And then, the skin hardens and you die. The old woman's face flashes in front of me. If her entire body were to be consumed by the disease, no, I don't even want to imagine it. Is there a cure? No. A pretty clear-cut answer. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be one of the endings here. A bad end. Once you develop the disease, it's over. All I can do is wait for death's embrace. Soup blight syndrome is endemic to this island. Its cause is yet to be discovered. Having said that, they have successfully experimented with ways of slowing down its progress. I have an idea of what that might entail. You have to avoid going out in direct sunlight, right? It's correct. When people are exposed to the sun, their skin tans, right? Tanning was originally a defense mechanism designed to protect the skin, but it can also trigger the progression of soup blight syndrome. That's pretty ironic. Ironic that a mechanism intended to protect you should trigger an illness like that. Fortunately, it's starting to become a thing of the past. There haven't been any new cases in the past 10 years, and many of the existing sufferers have fairly light symptoms which don't hinder them in their day-to-day lives. There's something that bothers me about Sarah's textbook explanation. The cause of the disease is unknown and there's no cure, but the number of cases has actually decreased. It could just be a consequence of the passage of time, but people say that it's likely to disappear completely with that generation. So there's nothing to worry about right now. It's myself that I'm trying to convince, as though desperate to forget that bad dream I had. Oh, shit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Karan, you really think it's that simple? What goes through your mind when you see people shivering up like that? Withering away like plants. How did it make you feel? Can't answer that. But my silence is its own answer. It's scary, that's what. It freezes me stiff with fear. I don't know how long ago those guys came out here from the mainland, but I'm sure that suit blight syndrome scared them half to death. They must have been terrified of us islanders. A strange illness with no known cause or cure. No matter how long ago it was, it's easy enough to guess what the mainlanders would have resorted to in their terror. So the people of Urishima cut off all contact with mainland to protect themselves. They chose confinement for their own survival. Not like either the mainlanders or the islanders were in the wrong, you know. What they did makes total sense. But times change. We know how to deal with the disease now, and the number of cases have dropped. And now, thanks to the flow of time, it belongs to the past. The islanders haven't changed a bit though. Shit. They still insist that we can't leave the island, and we shouldn't even talk to people from the mainland. They refuse to forget this ancient grudge. Oh man, it kinda stresses you out, man, because like it reminds us of our own generation. My parents are like that too, but we're good though, we're good. And now what? They expect their generation to keep it up. That's bullshit. The disease may one day be eradicated completely, but this grudge of theirs is etched too deep simply to disappear. I lie, man. It's fried. And the islanders feel obliged to pass it on. Children brought up to honor their parents' grudges will pass them on to their own children as well. They end up in the blood, like a hereditary disease. This island is done for. Nobody's gonna save it. He's gonna save it, man. Come on. This girl's about to be crushed under the weight of the past. She's just about managing now. But she should settle down here on the island, get married and have children and grandchildren of her own. She'll buckle to. And that's up to the following generation to remember the past. That's why you're trying to leave. She wants to get off the island before she goes up to be just like the old folk. Huh? Anything wrong with that? Nope, it's not wrong. It's about solution or problem. But it won't be easy. And it's not just a financial issue. It's very difficult to build a fresh life in a new place to throw away everything you once had. Oh my god, okay. I really want to play this girl's route because her route seems like the most interesting one, but I always play main girl route. Like I always have to play main girl route, so whatever. Yeah, so the suit blight syndrome was something that the old granny back at the Ryukyu had, and it freaked them out, and the granny recognized them. And then she recognized him and she's like, oh, I saw you with Rina like years ago or months ago. And then Karin was just like, oh, this grandma's tripping out. And then she's like, oh yeah. And then the grandma's just like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you before. But now that they're talking about the disease, it's pretty fried. It's a miracle that I've been able to settle down here on the island. Usually it's not that simple. I'll do it, just you watch. I'm gonna be free. What does it mean to be free? Free from the past, free to make your own decisions about the future. Does that entail cutting all your ties and living only for yourself? I wonder what Karen's really trying to run away from. I'll make sure that my dad's generation is his family's last. Yikes. The Kurutsu is one of Urishima's three families. Is that what Karen's so desperate to escape from? It's said that the origins of the three families are connected to the issue of soup plate syndrome. This is giving me like Higurashi vibes, dude. Oh, it's so bad. It's like Higurashi mixed with time traveling. It's okay though. With the islanders suffering depression thanks to disease, the three families took charge and out of the chaos built paradise. This all happened back in the time of legend. Really? Each of the families had their own distinct powers. The Kurutsus divided the land, they split Urashima from the mainland, and prohibited all interaction between the two. The Oharas divided the sea, bringing its blessings to the island. And my family, the Grando family, divided the bodies of the ill, driving the pestilence away. Quite the tale. It's a kind of mythos, a collection of folktales handed down on this island. Nobody really believes them, except for some of the elders. Oh, I see. So that woman thinks, the old woman thinks he used these special powers on her? No, that was just a charm. I don't have any powers, not like in the legends. Sarah looks rather sad as she whispers those words. Of course, the stories have some basis in reality. The Kurutsus have always governed the island, while the Oharas have long ensured our self-sufficiency. And the Gorandos have always been responsible for the island's religious needs. But now, those roles are done with. We got a mayor who struts around like a tin pot dictator. A shrine nobody prays at anymore, and a deserted mansion which pretty much looks like a haunted house. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Damn, my brother, you have a lot to work on. Like, this is no joke, man. This island hasn't been any kind of paradise for a long time. The disease brought tragedy, and the three families flourished because they used it to their advantage. The threat has faded, but the old family bonds still remain, and their power is only destined to decline. Sounds rough. It's the late 20th century. I'm sure there are people in similar situations all over the world. When a little community like this is on the verge of disappearing, there's bound to be a degree of friction between those who remain. Though they may not have any real enemies, nor anyone to blame for the way things are, but they'll keep on hurting each other until it eventually leads to their downfall. If I want to save the world, I'll have to solve all these problems. Oh my god, my dude. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I didn't read through this part myself, and I put this on video, because this is pretty damn important. The other one is just more stuff, and you just saw the granny freaking out. Ooh, following Karen's grace, I don't know if it's Karen or Karen. Karen's grace, I spot a familiar bald head bobbing down the dirt road. Buddy, you are the mayor. What are you doing on the damn beach? Chillin'. Karen quickly tries to conceal Sarah behind her back. It's futile though. That bright red hakama of Sarah's isn't easily hidden. Karen, that's most unusual to see together with Sarah. Shut up, Dad. We were just having a chat. It's that, so I'm glad you seem to be getting along. The mayor squats down so that he's at Sarah's eye level. Sarah, have you reconsidered your decision? His tone is so trayously. It really makes me understand on end. What could you possibly mean? Calm now, we've been over this many times, haven't we? It's about time you move back home with us. I thought I made my answer clear. I don't plan on ever going back. The shrine is my home. But it must be tough for you living there. You don't even have electricity. A neighbor was kind enough to install a generator for me last year. Is that so? I wasn't aware of that. This guy's obviously gonna take out the electricity from the house. Tell me if there's anything else you need. I'll do whatever I can. Thank you for your concern. The mayor's sugary voice is creepy enough. Mr. blunt refusal of his offer bothers me even more. Here is a kind of mechanical tone that remains only when all emotion has been exhausted. Did I say here or does it say hers? Hers. Wow, I cannot read today. It's reminiscent of how she first addressed me when we first met. Oh, you're here too. What a dick. I'm sure you noticed me the moment these other girls. Setsuna. Sanzenkai Setsuna. Alright, Setsuna-kun. How's your job going? Fine, thanks. That's good then. Vagrants are a menace to public order. Everything this guy says manages to piss me off. It gives a vibe, but yeah, I don't really capture that vibe. Like, I know the vibe that they're trying to go for here, but I'm not convinced. Even though that's probably the route it's going, it hasn't fully captured my me and emotions. He must relate me. Sorry if I've offended you, but as the mayor, it's my job to keep an eye on people like you. It's your duty to look after the islanders, certainly. It should be pretty obvious what I meant by that. He needs to know that I'm not about to buckle under the pressure he's putting on me. I'm not leaving anytime soon. If I allow myself to get worked up, I'll be playing right into his hands. He probably reckons that if I snap, he's got an excuse to kick me off the island. Sorry for causing you worry. I'm doing fine now. Things are perfectly uneventful. Peaceful. Sure. By the look of things, though, you've been playing with the kids all afternoon, is that right? How do I respond to that? I take a moment to deliberate. When? The kids? Are you talking about me? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Karen's just as quick to start an argument as I am, at least when the mayor's involved. Man, she's hopeless. I actually had the afternoon off work today, so I was enjoying a leisurely date with a young lady. Why would you say that? What are you talking about? That is what we're doing, isn't it? Or are you still too young to be dating? Okay. This guy thought. Karen dramatically clutches her head, apparently unsure quite what expression to pull before pointing at the mayor. Yeah, that's it. We're on a date. How do you ever say to that? Now it's the mayor's turn to look shocked and appalled. Look at his reaction. Oh my god. This is actually funny. You look at the face. Okay. Okay. When a child stamps up and down and insists that they're no longer a little kid, it's all the more proof that they've not yet grown up. Come on, man. If you really want to convince people that you're an adult, you have to do so through your actions. As you can see, I'm leading a very fulfilling life, both personally and professionally. And it's all thanks to the wonderful environment you created for us here on the island, Mr. Mayor. The mayor's face grows redder and redder with anger. The bald head of his looks like a boiled egg. I see you're a total ledge, just like in the legend. What? With that incomprehensible parting shot, the mayor huffs and turns on his heels. A few meters down the road, he turns around to face us again. Karen, don't you dare break your curfew. Karen blows a magnificent raspberry in response. With nothing more to say, the mayor shrugs his shoulders and plods off. Good job, Karen. It looks like you taught him a lesson. What the hell is that about? Now it looks like we're actually dating. Relax, just a date. He probably still thinks of you as a child precisely because you're so finicky about things like this. I don't blame them. Like, it's hard to mature in this type of environment, you know? Like, you don't have the chances. Oh well. But, you know, Ken's staring down her, chokes on her words. She's obviously gonna thank me. So that's in his side. You don't understand how bad things can be out here in the countryside. What do you mean? Oh, every corner of the island will have heard the rumors by tomorrow. Shit, yo. After a week or so, everybody will be treating you like you're already engaged to be married. Uh, 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 oh. What? They'll bring a giant sea bream and other shrimp they can catch around to your house in celebration. Once things reach that point, there's no turning back. What the fuck? Karen, let's break up. Wait, if we go out. Well, I rather doubt they would actually go that far in this particular case. Yeah, I don't think the mayor is going to run around spreading rumors about me and his daughter. That's right, he wouldn't do that. Can we just drop this now? If any of the islanders do get the wrong idea, we'll practically be married. Things really are bad out in the sticks. Sarah was there! How could they think this was a date? I'm so confused. By the way, what was that you just said about a legend? Have the islanders already created a legend about me? I'm honored, but that's kind of embarrassing. Oh my god, actually has to do with the myth of the three families. Myth of the three families. About how they brought peace to the island. What does that have to do with me? More precisely, the myth centers on three girls and one man. Oh my. Taking in how it says three girls and one man, not three women. So please, my good sir, just wait. Just wait. Don't do anything. This is all ages, but just don't do anything, man. Their names are Ohara, Rain, Kutsu, Karen, Garanto, Sara, and... Huh? Aren't those the names of the three girls I met on the island? In that case, could the name of the man possibly be... Sanzenkai Setsuna? I know it doesn't refer to me, but my body stiffens the moment that name reaches my ear. It's a tradition for the three families to name their daughters after the girls in the legend. Though it's rare for all three to coincide in the same generation. 20 minutes is good enough. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. I might play a bit though, so we'll see.